One of the people in the display is from Pakistan, and he does beautiful paintings, and he's planning to do a solo show in the future in Canada. But they're just gorgeous. If I can send it to Laura, I can send you some of it. They'll be at the UBC display, but they're just beautiful. And
Quick quiz, what's the population of Karachi in Pakistan?
12 million.
More than here?
21 million people.
Wow.
I was astonished.
we'll do a couple of open mics for you then. Okay. Wow, that's so neat. I just wanted to update you on the plight of our world poetry filmmaker, who, as you know, we're allowed to use his name now. With so many people that I deal with through world poetry, there are times when you can use their name and there are times when you can't use their name. And it's not safe. So sometimes I get really confused because I have to keep saying, oh, is it safe to use your name? Ramat Hadari had to flee Afghanistan. For those of you who saw his film, The Street Wolves, it was about the condition of women on the streets of Kabul. And he had his camera broken. He was beaten up very badly. And he was very determined to get this picture done, The Street Wolves. It's an award-winning film. It's had numerous awards. But he went back out and he borrowed a camera, put it in a cardboard box and finished filming. And that's how he finished it. But he had to flee Afghanistan because of the Mujahideen and the Taliban, who were threatening him and his family with death threats. So he embarked on the refugee situation and came in with his family, but they got separated halfway there. It took 3 months. And he finally arrived in Germany with his young nephew, 8-year-old nephew. He's now in Dresden, and they're treating people very badly in Dresden. It's an old communist estate, and if people go out, they get beaten up, and several refugees have gotten killed. And you see the thing in the news all the time about what's happening, but when you get a sort of a day-to-day situation by Facebook and by email of this talented young filmmaker, it makes it a lot closer. So plan A is for him to stay in Germany. We've worked really hard to build up a good profile for him, as well as all his films that he made in that. And plan B is to try to get him into Canada. So the Mennonites are doing some phenomenal work, and this young filmmaker is just a beautiful person. We've known him for 3 years. He's just a magnificent youth filmmaker, and plan C is for him to go back to Afghanistan and get killed, and that's not an option. So we're just trying to go with plan A, which is Germany, and plan B, which is Canada. Plan C is not an option. So, I don't know, there's so much, as you were saying, there's so much injustice and so much pain. And so I think all we can do is try to send out love and caring, and realize that the people that are hateful or whatever they're doing, their brains are very narrow. It has a certain track that is run, and they become, after a while, in that track to believe in it. And they believe in it 100%. So you try to tell them different, and they don't go for that. So anyway, our love and prayers go out to Ramat, and we have about 25 silent ones now. Some of them will be in the exhibition that we can't use their names or pictures, but it means the world to them to be supported, believed in. And I think with the young people around the world, they need for people to believe in them, because it helps them to make good choices later on. So we're going to start with the open mic, and I think the first one on here is Gemma. And I guess one poem, one page, and then after that Laura's going to come and do a song, and then we'll do the rest of the open micers. And I had only planned for 3, but I think we've got a few more than 3, so we'll do what we can.